Article 9 is submitted by petition. Shall the Keene School District adopt the provisions of RSA 32:5 B and implement a tax cap whereby the governing body or budget committee shall not submit a recommended budget that increases the amount to be raised by local taxes based on the prior fiscal year's actual amount of local taxes raised by more than 0.5%. A 3/5 majority is required on March 8th. That 3/5 requirement is not applicable to today in any motion to amend. Here today, it's a majority vote to amend.
Now, there's 77 people, according to the last vote in this room. This room does not represent the city of Keene, 17,000 registered voters. I ask, because I know someone's going to get up here in a second and try to amend this in such a way that it has no impact on the ballot. I ask to consider leaving it in its original wording so that the voters in March can decide whether they think a 0.5% tax cap is the right move.
Mr. Parent.
I move to amend Article 9 as submitted by petition so that the final phrase reads, quote, by more than 10%, end quote, rather than by, quote, more than 5%.
The motion to amend Article 9 passes by a vote of 65 yes, 25 no, and 1 blank. Now, Article 10, I'll read that. And this is again submitted by petition. Shall the district reduce the total average operating expense per enrolled student by $500 every year until the district's average operating expense per student matches the New Hampshire state average? This reduction will take effect on the 2017/2018 school budget.
I move that Article 10, submitted by petition, be amended so that it reads as follows. Shall the district establish a committee to see if the district should reduce the total average of operating expenses per pupil by $500 by year for the next 5 years, or until the average operating expense per pupil reaches the state average? This budget reduction would take effect in the 2017-18 budget, and if passed, will result in immediate reduction of expenses with the surplus being returned to the district. The committee shall consist of 3 persons named by the chair of the board of the Keene School District and shall report its findings to the board by July 1st, 2016.
Now we have counted this vote, and then we have already done the recount because it's so close. The motion carries by 41 yes, 40 no. Now, Article 11 is next up. I will read that, and we'll proceed to have a conversation about it. This one's submitted by petition and reads as follows. Will the Keene School District reject and immediately discontinue participation in the Common Core State Standards Program, CCSS, and the Smarter Balance Assessment in favor of a locally developed academic standards and assessment system, and recommend that the school board form a committee consisting of representatives from the school board, school administrators, teachers, and community members to develop the Keene School District academic standards and assessments?
Excuse me. I move that Article 11, submitted by petition, be amended so that it reads as follows. Shall the district establish a committee to see if the district should reject and immediately continue participation in the Common Core Standards and the Smarter Balance Assessment in favor of locally developed academic standards and assessments, and recommend that the school board form a committee consisting of representatives from the school board, school administrators, teachers, and community members to develop the academic standards and assessments. The committee shall particularly review the costs to the district in formulating its own academic standards and assessment systems. The committee shall consist of 3 persons named by the chair of the board of the Keene School District and shall report its findings to the board by July 1st, 2016.
The motion to amend Article 11 fails by a vote of 60 no to 21 yes. So the article as presented stands. There are no amendments to that article at this point. Okay.
I'd like to make an amendment that the Keene School District continue to be aligned with and compliant with the New Hampshire state education standards.
The motion to amend, Article 11 passes by 66 yes, 10 no. So it'll be as amended at the March 8th vote. Now we'll proceed to the last one, number 12. And that reads as follows. This is submitted by petition. Shall the Keene School District, in accordance with RSA 194-C:2, create a planning committee to study the feasibility of withdrawal from SAU number 29. Mr. Parent.
I move that Article 12, submitted by petition, be replaced with the following. Shall the district establish a committee to explore if the Keene School District should, in accordance with RSA 194C:2, create a planning committee to study the feasibility and desirability of withdrawal from SAU 29. The committee shall consist of 3 persons named by the chairman of the board of the Keene School District and shall report its findings to the board by July 1st, 2016.
The motion to amend fails by a vote of 19 yes to 56 no. So the petition to Article 12 stands as is.